Ma'am, shall we start? Life may be tough.
Things will get rough.
There will be bad days.
Life may seem like a haze.
But through it all,
Always stand tall.
giving up is not an option.
Never turn your back and run.
Through good times and bad.
Through happy times and sad.
As long as you keep moving.
You'll never stop growing.
On that note, a very lovely good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of Indira School of Business Studies PGDM, I, Somen Chakravarti, finance student of batch 2224,
And I, Shubhangi Modi, finance student batch 2224, extend a very warm welcome to our dignitaries for today. Our chief guest, Mr. Bobby Kuriakos, Director, Human Resource and Learning and Development at Forbes Marshall Group, and our guest of honor, Mr. Rajendra Kembhavi, Head Employee Relations and Business HR for Communication, Tech Mahindra Limited. Pleasure to have you with us, sirs.
requesting Tarita ma'am and Mali sir to welcome our guests with a sapling. I am also delighted to welcome
Dr. Tarita Shankar, Chairperson, Indira Group of Institutes. Dr. Pandit Mali, Executive Director, IGI.
Dr. Renu Bhagava, Director, ISBS PGDM, Ms. Madhuri Sathe, Executive Director, Corporate Relation IGI, Dr. Kumendra Raheja, Dean, ISBS PGDM,
Dr. KP Mishra, Dean, Unity Campus, ISBS PGDM. Trustees, Directors and Deputies of IGI, faculties, staff, and dear juniors of batch 2325. Let us begin this wonderful morning, the 18th induction program,
INITIUM 2023. Engage,
Evolve.
embark.
Students' aspirations are an expression of the desire to achieve and improve. At Indira, students are encouraged to dream big and prepare themselves for both the present and future by acquiring and upgrading skills in the present and to be able to create and contribute at a global scale in the future. Indira School of Business Studies PGDM is committed to provide students with an environment to enable them to flourish and reach new heights of success.
Dear future managers, let us assure you that you have taken the right decision to begin your PG journey with a very trusted institution. If there is anything you should be feeling right now, it shall be excitement and enthusiasm. Let us assure you that you are in good hands. India's rich culture is a tapestry woven with centuries of history, tradition, and diversity. The fusion of various customs, languages, and festivals exemplifies the unity in diversity which define the Indian ethos. So, I would like to request everyone to rise in honor of our national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक
Hooray! Thank you, everyone. Please take your seats.
Starting today, I need to forget what's gone, appreciate what still remains, and look forward to what's coming next. Students, a little step may be the beginning of a great journey. And Indira took its first little step in the year 1994 when the foundation of IGI was laid. This year, we will be entering into 30th year of an exceptional and inspiring voyage.
Indra, an organization driven by unwavering determination and guided by the visionary leadership of Dr. Tarita Shankar, has achieved remarkable success. With a network of 14 institutes, Indra proudly offers quality education to over 12,000 students across diverse disciplines. For 29 years, Indra has been at the forefront of revolutionizing the education landscape, transforming the lives and outlooks of countless students who have become part of our illustrious family.
We extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all the students joining the Indira family on this incredible journey. Before we move ahead, we would like to show you an AV that will take you through the journey of IGI.
That was a short summary of our incredible story, a story that is now yours too.
Lighting up the lamp is a sacred Indian tradition symbolizing the triumph of love over ignorance and darkness. It is a reverential gesture performed to invoke blessings and illuminate the path of wisdom. I request Renu ma'am to please lead the dignitaries for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp.
माता सरस्वती शारदा माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरिणी जगत जननी ज्वालामुखी माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरिणी जगत
Thank you all dignitaries. Please take your seats. Ma Durga stands as a divine embodiment of strength, courage, and compassion, revered as the mother goddess. She vanquishes evil forces and protects her devotees with unwavering love. She represents the ultimate symbol of feminine power, reminding us of the triumph of good over evil. Your senior Aparna Srivastav has prepared a dance which is an offering to Goddess Durga. May the power of Ma Durga be with all of us.
गिरिनन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते तत्ता तदिकिटतकदिं तत्ता तदिकिटजं गिरिनन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि जं तत्तदिं तकिटतकजं गिरिनन्दिनि जं तकिटजं गिरिनन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्ध्यशिरोदिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवति हेशितिकण्ठकुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते मयि शरणागत वीरवधूवर वीरवराभरणायक रे त्रिभुवनमस्तक शूलविरोधी शिरोधिकृतामर शूलकरे धुमि धुमि तामर दुन्दुभिनादमहो परिकृतरिमतरे धुमि धुमि तामर दुन्दुभिनादमहो परिकृतरिमतरे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते तदनका तदपदनका तदनका तदजुलुतका तकनकजं किट तदिकिट तनकिट तकनक तदिकिट तदिकिट तककिट किटतुं तकिटतुं तकतकिटतुं तरुं तक तदनतरुं तक तजनुतरुं तक तदिनि तरुं तक तकिटं तदित्तं नं तगडं तगडं तगदिं जं तरुं तकिट तकिट Dekita, dekita, janutta tum, takita, dekita, kita taka, tadana, tajannu, tadimi, takita, tadana, tadana, tajannu, tadimi, takita, deta, tadeta, nakatiku tadingi nato, nakatiku tadingi nato, nakatiku tadingi nato, deta, tadeta, nakatiku nato, nakatiku nato, nakatiku nato, deta, tadeta, tadingi nato, tadingi nato, tadingi nato. Chanti madhukaita dhadi dhani mahishonamudini jadu rikshana chandamandavatani jnanaktavijashani shakti shubhani shubhani janani
That was graceful. Thank you, Aparna, for a beautiful performance. Please allow us a couple of minutes as we set up the stage.
Renu ma'am to lead the dignitaries onto the stage. Before we request you to be seated, we would like to request Tarita ma'am and Mali sir to felicitate our chief guest and guest of honor.
Our chief guest, Mr. Bobby Kuriakose, Human Resource Learning and Development at Forbes Marshall Group. Our guest of honor, Mr. Rajendra Kembhavi, Head, Employee Relation and Business HR for Communication at Tech Mahindra Limited. May now request our dear Kumain Sir, Dean ISBS PGDM, to formally welcome the audience.
Well, thank you, Somen. Thank you, Shubhangi. That was amazing. It was a lovely start of the lovely morning. Can we hear it loud for Shubhangi and Somen? A very good morning and a warm welcome to each one of you present here. Distinguished Chief Guest, Mr. Bobby Kuriakose, Director HR and Learning Development, Forbes Marshall Group, sir. Welcome to the gathering, sir. Guest of honor, Mr. Rajendra Kembavi, Head Employee Relations and Business HR Communications, Tech Mahindra Limited. Sir, happy to have you with us, sir. Dr. Tarita Shankar, Chairperson, Indira Group of Institute. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being there. Dr. Pandit Mali, Executive Director, IGI. Ms. Madhuri Sate, Executive Director, Corporate Relations, IGI. Dr. Renu Bhargava, Director, ISB's PGDM. Trustees, fellow directors, deputy directors, faculty, and staff members. And of course, yes, my dear students, welcome to the Induction 2023 of Indira School of Business Studies, PGDM. Well, what a lovely day. And the best way to start this day to congratulate every one of you, the batch of 2023, on your admission to Indira School of Business Studies, PGDM. Let me tell you and assure you that you're about to begin one of the most exciting stages in life. Like me, I'm sure you're also excited. I know your heart is filled with anxiety. I know your heart is filled with what's going to happen with me next 2 years. I know that you might be thinking, will I be able to make that cut? I'm sure somewhere in your heart, somewhere in your head, you know that you got to be ahead of the competition, beating everyone and taking the flagship of one of the best placements from the institution. But believe me, you are in safe hands. Believe me, when I say that you come to an institution, you come to a family that cares for every student as a part of its family. So I think it's time that we put our hands together for this family, because now you're formally a part of this amazing family called Indira family. Well, today I stand before you to discuss three powerful words that hold the key to personal growth, success, and making a significant impact in our lives. And let me tell you, no prizes to guess that, because those three words are just right in front of your face, right? So what am I talking about? Which three words am I talking about? That's fantastic. So engage, evolve, embark. So what does engage mean here? Engaging the world around. When I say world around, it does not only mean the people in this world, it also means engaging with the nature. It also means engaging with the surrounding. And last but not the least, engaging with your peers in order to make sure that you're able to develop and nurture relationships for life. Creating meaningful connections, very important. Somebody said network is net worth. So profound. Network is network. Creating meaningful connections is something that begins today and will hold fast and will hold very steady and will take your career ahead if you nurture these relationships. Fostering understanding, very important. I mean, so often than not cliche, we've got to understand everyone. And one of the habits of Stephen Covey says, seek to understand before you want to be understood. Really, very important. In relationship, how do you move forward unless you have that sense of empathy in you? So that is really very important. Fostering understanding and promoting harmony. By actively engaging with others, we open ourselves up to diverse perspectives. Very, very important for each one of us, right? I have a way of looking at things, but I'm sure at the same time, we would like to accommodate of way or point of view that the other person keeps. Experiences and knowledge that enables us to contribute positively to ourselves and to our world around us. So that's the first powerful word, like I said, is engage. However, believe me, is engagement alone enough? I'm sure no, it is not. We must also strive to evolve. Now, here, when we say evolve is not an event. When you're sitting here today, you've just become a part of that process that is ongoing and will continue all your life. It does not stop at the point where you say, I've got place and my journey of evolving is over. My dear friend, that journey of evolution and a faster evolution begins at that point of time. Two very key and important words that have been spoken right from the advent of pandemic is upskilling and upgrading. And I'm sure the corporate heads especially belonging to HR, would definitely validate that the name of the game is about evolving, is about ensuring that you upskill and upgrade, because you never know when you're out of fashion. So you got to keep ahead of the learning curve, and that's very important. And that's a very powerful word called evolve. Evolve, right? However, engaging with society and continue to evolve, the next step is to embark on a journey towards realizing our full potential. Embarking on a journey. Believe me, you embarked on a journey the day you took your first breath in this world. You never knew that you'll be sitting here almost 21 years later. You don't know as of now that 21 years down the line, you might be here sitting, heading one of the organization and addressing yet another enthusiastic, yet another zealous set of students who are coming here, gathering here to make a mark in this world. So third powerful word here is embark. So let us commit today to embrace these three words in our lives on a journey of self-discovery, transformation, and contribution. Together, I mean it when I say together. Your journey is not alone. We are there in this journey, and we are a part of this journey as much as you are. Well, so on this note, I formally welcome you all to this exhilarating journey of going through these three E's and make your life what you set out to make. Well, I have हिंदी में चार पंक्तियां मैंने लिखी हैं, मैं चाहूंगा कि आप सुने, और मुझे भी बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं पंक्तियां. आई एम श्योर यू विल अप्रिशिएट दिस. यूं ही नहीं मिलती राही को मंजिल, यूं ही नहीं मिलती राही को मंजिल, एक जुनून सा दिल में जगाना पड़ता है, एक जुनून सा दिल में जगाना पड़ता है. पूछा चिड़ियों से कैसे बनता है आशियां, पूछा चिड़ियों से कैसा बनता है आशियाना, तो बोली तिनका तिनका जुड़ाना पड़ता है. So like I said, welcome to this exhilarating journey. We all are a part of that process of Tinka Tinka. We will become facilitators of your Ashiana, and you need to promise me that you will work hard in terms of creating a Ashiana of your dream. Thank you so much. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, igniting the spirit of compassion in us. Thank you so much for explaining the importance of networking, knowledge, and upskilling required in future.
I now request beautiful and inspiring Dr. Renu Bhargava, Director, ISBS PGDM, to address the audience with her valuable insights.
A very good morning, everyone. My warm greetings to our dignitaries on the dais, respected guests from the corporate, Mr. Bobby Kuryakos, Mr. Rajendra Kenbhavi, our own chairperson, Dr. Tarita Shankar, executive directors, Mali sir, Madhuri ma'am, directors from the Indira group, deans of the PGDM program, Kumendra sir, Vishwa sir, faculty members, students, and of course, the new batch, the fresh batch of the new students who are part of the Indira family. A very, very warm welcome. Well, it is indeed such a pleasure to have everybody together here along with our wonderful guests. And my dear students, I hope that you all in this few days of induction program have become familiar with your environment, with the campus, with your seniors, and of course with the staff that we have here. Now, induction being a scheduled program and limitation of time, so therefore I'm going to very quickly share a few thoughts which are on top of my mind, especially now that we have a new batch of students who are sitting here with us. Well, as far as sharing of knowledge and wisdom is concerned, I'm not worried. Like our dear compere said earlier, that you are in good hands. And I'm sure ISBS will provide you constant opportunities to gain knowledge, to gain skills, attitude, everything else that is needed to prepare you for your careers. Along with knowledge and learning, what I would also like you to get exposed, to get a sense of the larger purpose of learning towards self-exploration. Now, when we speak about self-exploration, why is it relevant and why do we need to think about it? There is one thing that is very important when we begin to explore our own selves. We will not get into details of why self-exploration, because that is another area and we can keep talking about that. But one thing that is very important when we begin to explore our own selves is the strength of our minds. Our mental strength also enables the type of quality of life we lead. And this is what I'm going to very quickly touch upon in a very peripheral manner about how our mental strength can contribute towards a lot of aspects in our life, whether personal or professional. And when we begin to assess our own mental strength, what becomes very relevant? How do we get to know that where exactly my mental state stands today? One very interesting measurement or way of assessing is to assess our emotions, which are a byproduct of our mind. Emotions also help us to understand our own self-worth. So therefore, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to present the flip side of some of the emotions that we experience on our day-to-day life and how these emotions impact us and how we need to watch out for them. So let us take one very familiar emotion that we feel so often in our life: disappointment. Oh my gosh, what has happened today? Why is it that I did not land at the job that I wanted? When I expect my team to perform in a certain way, why do they not perform how I like it to be done? So many things that come to our mind and lead us to disappointment. Facing failure, another major hardship that we come across. And we have seen around us people of all ages, when they come across failure, there are a lot of tragedies that happen on account of that. So what do we do? On such occasions, very quickly that I'm telling you, and this is one of the solutions, but how we arrive at it is up to each one of us. You have seen these people sitting on the dais, our leaders who are at the helm of things. All of them have reached where they are by experiencing a lot of failures in their life, major failures. And why are they still here? Because all of them, and I'm sure they will say that, have taken their failures as lessons in their life and have moved on. So that is a very, very important aspect. How we are able to do that, how we are able to garner the mental strength, of course, is a wider subject. We can touch upon that later. But that is what is most important. And what very significantly comes to my mind when I think about what can give us that kind of strength, that kind of faith to really move on despite the failures that we come across. There's a very admirable prayer that is said by inmates of Alcoholics Anonymous. You may have already heard it, but it's so fantastic that I'd like to repeat it here. It says, God, give me the strength to change the things I can change, the serenity to accept what I cannot change, and the last bit is most interesting, the wisdom to know the difference. That is so important. Well, going on to the next very, very familiar emotion, which we can often feel. Some of you may have felt it this morning. Oh my God, look at the potholes on the street, look at the traffic, what's happening to Pune. How can I drive in a place like this? Have I selected the right goal? This is taking so long to materialize. Will I ever get that promotion that I wanted? Why am I working in this occupation? So many thoughts, frustration. Fortunately, this is an emotion which is generally short-lived. We can get out of this emotion very quickly. All we need to do is distract our minds. Distract our minds till we get our positive energy back. But do not allow such issues, such minor issues to cloud your thinking, to take your focus away from what you really have planned for yourself. Another emotion, very interesting, and can be very hard on us, is unfairness. A lot of times we get to know that our friends and family get away with very little. Yet we pay a heavy price for things beyond our control. But that's the way our environment works. We find a lot of people who cut corners, are not very sincere, yet progress so fast in life. And here we are slogging away so sincere, and why is our progress so slow? But believe me, such shocks in the dark by such people are not very sustainable. Their correlation to success is very, very limited. It's ultimately the people who are sincere, who are hardworking, in the long run, are the people who are successful. And success is measured in a lot of ways. It's not just material success, it is also the peace of mind that you have, the happy state of mind that you have. All of that is part of a successful individual. AA prayer is something which is like, my daily mantra. Whenever I come across any hardship, I always remember that and I say, is it worth spending my time on something like this, which is beyond my control? Do I need to put effort to change this? So these are questions that you need to ask when you come across things like these. Finally, the last one, again, a very dangerous emotion if we allow it to progress in our minds. It is a feeling of isolation. Particularly when this feeling of isolation leads to loneliness. We often feel this, especially later in life. We realize that we are very unique. Our wants, our desires, the way we do things is different from others. When you're younger, when you're in school, in college, you have your own set of friends because you all think alike, and you move around together because you do the same things. A lot of times you may be compromising your own needs, but because you have to be in the group, you do what they do. But when you grow older, you get into your professions, you get at leadership positions, you find yourself very lonely at times. Why? Because you are unique, your vision is different. You realize that people who are closest to you, nearest to you, are not living up in the manner that you would want them to live. But that's the way it is. People are going to be different. So what we need to do here is, we need to get a balance. We need to get a balance between our own personal wants and our balance between the commitment to our environment. We have to work in sync with both. We cannot give up. Isolation is not the solution. So therefore, when they talk about balanced goals, what they're really saying is that make sure that your personal and professional goals, along with your mental health, your physical health, all is in good order. That is a balanced goal. We get to realize all of this later in life, at my age, or maybe younger than me. But if you get to realize that right now, I think it will make a difference to the quality of your life. So my dear students, at the end of it, what I'm really trying to convey here is that do not at any point allow yourself to become self-limiting on account of the negative games that your mind plays with you, the defeating games that your mind plays with you. Our mind tends to work in repeated cycles of past belief system. This belief system you may have got as a child. It may have been true then. It need not necessarily be true now. You need to question that belief system. You need to change that cycle. It is very, very important to become more positive in your thinking. Do away with things that take away your energy. Do away with thoughts that depress your mind. Do away with thoughts. Our mind is like a child. You need to train it. Well, so that's what I wanted to convey in my brief message. When you all are in campus, please feel free to talk to each other, to talk about your stories. You have mentors in class. You can speak freely about any challenges that you come across, any concerns that you have. Well, I must remind you again about the fantastic organization that our chairperson herself, Tarita ma'am, runs, which is called Care Club. You can be invited there. You can discuss your challenges with her. I hope ma'am will have time to narrate a little about this fantastic initiative of hers. Well, with that, I take your leave. I wish you wonderful years ahead of your life. Do take care of yourselves. God bless.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for enlightening us with the concept of self exploration. Empathy is a result of knowing every side of the story, and today we have an empathetic leader and a visionary who is instrumental in creating a beautiful institution like the Care Club, which has been recognized at a global platform by top leaders of world CSR community.
We are privileged to have with us Dr. Tarika Shankar, Chairperson IGI. Ma'am has been passionate and caring presence behind the philosophy of Indira and our daily dose of inspiration. We request ma'am to share her inspiring words with the incoming batch of 2023-25.
Thank you very much, Somen and Shubhangi. I hope I'm right, your names. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job. And that is keeping everybody completely, in sync with the program. Your voice, your sound, and the energy in your voices. I think that is so important. A round of applause for Shubhangi and Somen. Firstly, let me begin by extending a very, very warm welcome to our guests for today. And two people I think who have been with us for many years, Mr. Bobby Kuriakos and Mr. Rajendra Kelbadi. Bobby and Rajendra, and also Kuri for me. I just gave him a new name, Kuri. Okay, so it was so nice. When we were talking outside, we just met outside, and he's told me, and he took me back probably 25, 26 years back when we were not here. This whole campus was not here. The campus was at Sancheti Chowk, a small campus of 3,000 square feet, one floor. And he said that he had come there to campus to recruit the students from Indira at that time. So I think we need to give him first a big round of applause. Because if these people wouldn't have shown their trust in us from so many years, we wouldn't be here today, sitting in this lovely auditorium, helping us create and make a beautiful dream come true. Thank you very much. And each year, what all goes into building a dream like that, building a huge institution like that, an organization